Hello all, how are you? We're just going to wait for some more people to join. I hope you can hear me. I'm sorry we started a couple of minutes late, and I'm sorry about the issue with the link. We will just wait a few more minutes. Hi, Geneva. Sorry, I think the link was a little different. I think I made a mistake. This is okay. We'll wait for some more people.
Sure.
What is the weather doing in Sri Lanka, Janitha? Is it raining or sunny?
Sunny, mostly sunny. This month a bit sunny. Rain season starts from September.
Okay. I think I was in Sri Lanka in maybe the beginning of September, years ago. I loved it. I think, did it rain? Maybe. We will just, thank you everyone for joining. We'll just wait just 2 more minutes. I'm sorry, I started this meeting late and I accidentally sent the wrong link as well. So I apologize for that. But there are some coming now, which is great. Some more coming. We only have a smaller group today, which is great. I've just written in the chat, what part of Sri Lanka is everyone from? I know some of you will be from Colombo, but others will be from the mountains, from Kandy, from Welagama, from Marissa, from Ella. I remember all of these places. Wow. So what I'd love, I might change the name of my name. My name is Olly. See, change on my screen. Hello, everyone. Can you give me a thumbs up emoji if you can hear me, or you can hear me, can't you, Jennifer? Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And welcome to another community event. What I'd love everyone to do, if that's okay, is to firstly, can you, if you can, write in the chat where you are from in Sri Lanka. I always like to know what part of the country people are from. Is it? You can just write in the chat. Oh wow.
Hi, I'm Aranga.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm Aranga and I'm from Moratuwa, that is close to the capital of in Sri Lanka.
Oh wow. Well, thanks for joining, Aranga.
Okay. Yeah.
Today's event is all about getting to know each other a little bit. I want to share a presentation from Fiverr around the growing trends that Fiverr is seeing from a buyer's side. I think as freelancers on Fiverr, it's really important to understand who wants what and what parts of the world are looking for various services. We've seen a lot of change on the platform in the last few years, and a big difference in what buyers are coming to Fiverr, what kind of services they are searching for and they are spending their money on. Before I do that, I want to let everyone know that this will only be, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes. We don't think these networking events need to be so long. The reason being is we know how valuable your time is. And we also understand that with the power cuts and things like that, we want to make sure that these are valuable, but they also don't take your whole morning. Of course, there are workshops that we produce as well with our guest speakers. Sometimes they will go longer, but they have a lot of information, and we hope that it is always valuable. So I said I would ask this as well today. If anyone is comfortable turning their camera on, Aranga, I know that you have.
Yeah.
But of course, this is a safe space, and this is a place where you can really feel part of the community. I know that there is some. It can be complex, but please, you should know that this is a safe space and a place where you can feel like you can be yourself and feel like you have a home in this community. I want to thank Janitha and also Sander, who are on the call today. They are two members of our leadership team, and they do a fantastic job every day, every week, working with me and working with Fiverr to make sure that the freelancers of Sri Lanka are given a chance to connect and learn and succeed and feel the support of each other. So thank you, Sander. Thank you, Janitha.
You're most welcome. Yeah.
Okay. Another question I have for everyone that I would love for you to put in the chat is how many years have you been a seller on Fiverr for?
Yeah, already I have done one sale on Fiverr.
How long, Aranga?
That was on 7th August.
Oh, you are brand new.
Yeah, with the payment, but still I couldn't get the payment. Yeah, so that is on the clearing.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
That is great. Sander, why don't you put in the chat how many years? Does anyone else want to answer how many years they have been on Fiverr? I've been Fiverr only 6 months.
Okay,
Aranga?
still yeah, only 2 months, of course.
Yeah.
I joined 1st June. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start this presentation. I will talk for maybe 10 minutes. I will share my screen, and I will share some information about what are the growing trends on Fiverr. Aranga, I'm going to put you on mute during this presentation, but please, if you have any questions, we can talk after. Okay, I'm going to pull up my screen. Okay. I'm going to share my screen like this. Okay. I hope everyone can see my screen. I'm going to read this presentation. I hope it is useful. So the Small Business Needs Index. Small business owners from around the world search every day for the things they need on Fiverr. This index analyzes the fastest growing search terms based on the millions of searches across the Fiverr platform and predicts what's trending for small businesses at this moment. Okay, so this is about people that come to Fiverr every day, millions of people from around the world. Last year, we had about 4 million sales, 4 million gigs were sold on Fiverr last year. So this report analyzes all of those searches and comes up with the trends. So the global themes, there are 2 of them. Based on this analysis of the largest percentage increase in search terms over the past 6 months on Fiverr, 2 clear trends have emerged. It is becoming very clear that businesses are, as you can see here, tapping into service providers who can help them with the ins and outs of growing their business. At the same time, small business owners are looking into innovative ways to maximize profits and revenue. So one trend is, okay, what kind of services are on Fiverr that can help me grow my business? The second trend is, are there any new ways that I can generate revenue in my business, and can I find them on Fiverr? Exploring new trends. As Web3 becomes more prevalent, entrepreneurs and small business owners are familiarizing themselves with the technology and figuring out how they can implement it into their business. Forward-thinking businesses are exploring how they can promote themselves in the metaverse. How can they create strategies for crypto and crypto payments? And what ways can they use the technology around NFTs to authenticate their work? Let's talk about the metaverse for a little bit. Globally, you can see here that here are some of the numbers around the increase in search terms around the metaverse. The metaverse is officially here. Companies are relying on these services to recreate office spaces, create digital product lines, host events, and more. It's not limited to only big brands that use the metaverse. Digital platforms have also started to roll out tools to help small businesses offer virtual experiences in addition to product photos without starting from scratch. You can see here that these are the 3 terms, these 3 search terms are the highest increased search terms within this space. NFTs, which is, everyone's talking about NFTs at the moment, aren't they? So I'm going to read the sentence, and then you can see here that there are some huge increases in NFT search terms. NFTs are much more than digital art. They present ways of businesses of all sizes to protect themselves and make money. They can help in preventing fraud, building out customer loyalty programs, secure funding, and help with fundraising for charity. With little to lose, small businesses' bottom line may see significant gains, as NFTs' popularity shows no sign of slowing down. So this is from the last 6 months of global search terms within NFTs. You can certainly see that there is a huge increase in people coming to Fiverr looking for these services. The art is obviously crazy high, but the NFT marketplace and also the promotion on NFTs is definitely something that is growing on Fiverr. Let's talk about crypto. It cannot be lost on any small business owner business owner that the third most cited reason for going crypto was to stay ahead or just keep pace with competitors. These trends continue. It seems that small business adoption of cryptocurrency is becoming less of a competitive advantage and more about competitive survival. Essentially, what this is saying is that no longer is cryptocurrency something that advanced businesses will look to become involved in, but more so all businesses, big and small, are looking to get into this space. So some of the really popular search terms globally, crypto white paper, crypto logo, and crypto promotion. So they're three, they're from Web3, from this new NFT space, metaverse, NFTs, and cryptocurrency. The second major global theme is growing your business. The Great Resignation has given rise to a new wave of entrepreneurs as people have determined that the flexible and autonomy that working for oneself brings allows better than a full-time job for someone else. So what we know is through COVID, as the business climate changed for big business, many people decided that instead of working for someone, working for a big organization, the better way to go was to start something of their own. We've been the Great Resignation. I'm not sure if you have seen the articles out of America or Australia or Europe, but more people are resigning from big business now than ever before. Many of them are starting something for themselves. With so many new businesses having been founded in the last year, this year is all about the services that will help them attract new customers and grow. Let's have a look at a few of the themes within growing your business. This one here is about scaling the business. Having a great idea and bringing it to life is just the beginning. Founders need to figure out the necessary tools to grow and scale their business. Data shows services that help them raise money, save them time, and provide seamless, hassle-free experience are at the top of their lists. We can see here that searching around the logistics of a website has certainly grown for those of you who are WordPress experts, etc. Fundraising promotion. So is there an opportunity for them to raise funds for their business? And bubble.io. If you're not familiar with bubble.io, it is a platform that allows you to expose your business. It's an American business, certainly growing. The second major theme within scaling a business is business promotion. No matter how good the business concept or idea is, it will not last if nobody knows about it. That is why promotion is a key element for success. Ensuring the business is easily searchable, in addition to having a solid social media presence, has never been more important. These can generate substantial payoffs, even for businesses at the early stage. You can see here that for those of you that are in video editing, promotional video ads have grown nearly 500% in the last 6 months. Social media content manager is up nearly 4 times as much in the last 6 months. And Google ads and AdWord campaigns continue to grow at nearly 200%. That's been Google ads and AdWords has been a space that has been growing for many years on Fiverr, and it is continuing to grow. So they're those two major themes that Fiverr has established in the last 2 months. This Web3 space, still exploring what is possible with NFTs, with the metaverse, and people are definitely coming onto Fiverr to explore that. The second is this idea of what kind of services on Fiverr can help me grow my business. So really useful information for sellers to understand that these are the kinds of things that buyers are coming to Fiverr.com to search for. There's some, there's some country data as well. So those are the two global themes. I thought it would be interesting to have a look at what buyers from what part of the world are looking for different things. I know many of you may find that most of your buyers are from maybe Europe, maybe from the United States, maybe from Australia, from England. This report here is going to show us what people from those countries are searching for most, or at least what trends are growing the fastest in those different buyer markets. So it says here, while the global themes highlight key areas that are trending around the world, it is also interesting to look at how the needs of small businesses differ from country to country. Below are trending searches in 7 of Fiverr's key markets. So you should also know that Fiverr is trying very hard in all 7 of these markets to grow the buyer population. It is where we're spending the majority of our marketing money, and it is where if we haven't already got staff in those countries, we will be setting up offices in these countries to ensure that our brand, your brand, Fiverr, is the awareness is really good. So in Australia, there are 3 major searches that are growing very quickly. No surprise, NFT is growing over 1,100, nearly 1,200% in the last 6 months. Laravel has doubled, and Shopify developers, so e-commerce, is also a very high trending search. Germany, which is a major priority for Fiverr. I'm not sure if any of you have German buyers yet, but hopefully you will soon. Again, NFT is nearly 1,000%. Pixel art, which I guess is maybe similar to NFTs, and then game development. So I think all 3 of those belong to that Web3 NFT space. The third country is Spain, and again, NFT, nearly 800%. Web design and then blockchain, 3 of the highest growing search results from buyers in Spain. In Israel, NFT again is huge. I thought that Etsy shop was a really interesting result for Israel as well. E-commerce, selling product online, and then Discord. So people coming to Fiverr to get services that will help them set up a Discord. 2 more. NFT art in the Netherlands is up nearly 2,500%. NFTs is up 1,000%, and then UX design is up, 50% in the last 6 months. So again, a really strong trend towards NFTs. United Kingdom, I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but NFT, game development, and pixel art is important. And then finally, the big market, the one that, the US, the biggest economy in the world after China, but certainly a huge market for Fiverr, as you would all know. NFT art, smart contracts, which is interesting, and then marketing strategy. So more in that business growth area. How can I market my business to grow? So I hope that helped you. What I can tell you is I'm certainly committed to making sure that I can share as much information from a Fiverr point of view with the sellers of Sri Lanka as possible. I think that it's really important that sellers like yourself, freelancers from Sri Lanka, truly understand what is going on at Fiverr, and information like that, I believe, will help you in the way in which you think about your gigs, you decide what kind of services and skill sets you want to put to the market on Fiverr. because after all, it's important that the services that you are providing are in fact the services that the buyers want. So that's all I wanted to share today. But what I did want to do is answer any questions that anyone had about growing trends or otherwise. We've got about another 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. And I do not know everything there is to know about Fiverr. I don't know some of the technical stuff around gig creation and things like that. But if you do have any questions for me, you're welcome to put them into the chat, type them into the chat. I'd be happy to answer them. As you know, Fiverr will be twice monthly. We'll have these events. One of them will be a workshop. We've had some fantastic contributing speakers already. And then there'll also be a networking event towards the end of every month so that sellers can start to connect with each other. And also a really important thing, and I know Sander will put the link into the chat, is our Fiverr Club. And our Fiverr Club is an online forum where sellers of Sri Lanka can continue to support each other, continue to share their experiences, and continue to seek advice from more experienced sellers. That club is just for Sri Lankan freelancers. There is no one else in there. So you are welcome to share problems, issues, stories, successes that are unique to Sri Lanka. The power outages, the political situation, these community issues that are only happening in Sri Lanka. It's an important place to be able to connect with fellow Sri Lankan sellers. I've done a lot of talking. I wonder, does anyone have any questions for Fiverr that I can answer? Or does anyone want to share anything that maybe introduce themselves? There's the link from Sander, thank you, for the Fiverr Clubs. You're welcome to join this club, all of you. My goal is to have 2 people share today. If you would like to, if not, that is perfectly fine, of course. But that's my goal. And we'll be here every month. You'll be sent an invite every month to come to one of these events. We are very lucky that Janeeth from the Facebook group, Sri Lankan Entrepreneurs Group, I believe it's called, he will always promote these events. He's a great friend of Fiverr's and a great friend to the community leadership team. So you keep an eye out for these events every month because we would love for you to come every month. And even if you don't share, feel like you can be connected to other freelancers in Sri Lanka who are on similar journeys and have similar stories. I'll leave it just for a couple more moments. If you do want to ask me a question, you can put it into the the Zoom chat on the side of the screen. If you click on chat down the bottom, you can ask a question. But if not, that's okay. I hope that today you learned something and that you have a better understanding around what people are coming onto Fiverr to I might just put that on mute, Jennifer. What people are coming on. So you want to know more. So there was a question in the chat around they want to know more around the Fiverr gig brief, which is a great question. I'm not sure. So I don't know a lot about the gig brief. I'm not sure if anyone else on this call does, but what I can do is make sure that we go back and get all of the information required, and that I can report back on the gig brief. Maybe we can do an event next month around gig briefs and how they work, and maybe couple it with some other features within Fiverr. So thank you for that question, Samira. I appreciate it, and I'm sorry I don't know a lot about that, but I will commit to sharing some information with the community in the future. And then there's another question around NFTs and what do we think of NFTs in the future? And I'll tell you what I think of NFTs from a Fiverr point of view. I think that NFTs, the emergence of NFTs in the last year has truly changed Fiverr. It's given the opportunity for illustrators, graphic designers, an opportunity to move into a whole new space. And it's meant that a whole new different client base, a whole new buyer base has come to Fiverr to access the skill sets of our freelancers. We think it's still early for NFTs in Fiverr. We still think, of course, there has been a bumpy road for NFTs already, but we believe that there is still a lot of growing to do in the NFT space, and that it is still early days around NFTs in general, but more so how Fiverr can cater to the NFT buyer. And we're very hopeful that Fiverr can provide a leading platform for illustrators, graphic designers, and artists to service NFT buyers. It's a space that we're very hopeful in, and think that yeah, we can continue to play a role in that space. I don't own any NFTs, but I know a lot of people that do. Okay, team. Well, I want to also put my email address in the chat because I want to make sure that I'm available to this group, and that you know that Fiverr is really prioritizing the seller community in Sri Lanka. I have other communities around Asia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Indonesia. I said this last event, but Sri Lanka is my favorite. But I do want to make sure that you know that Fiverr is really starting to listen to the sellers of Sri Lanka. We have Janitha on the call today. Every month he provides Fiverr with community insights. So his job is to understand what is going on in the community in Sri Lanka and delivering those insights directly back to Fiverr, so that Fiverr can make decisions from an informed point of view, which is really important. We haven't done that in the past. It's a new pillar for Fiverr, because we're committed to really trying to make decisions for the best interests of our freelancers. So thank you for Janitha for that. If you haven't already joined the club, scroll up in the chat because the link is there. Thank you, Sandra. And I wish you all a fantastic day. Our next event, I can check for you. Our next event will be likely on the 13th of September. And it's going to be around how to deliver services to a satisfactory standard. It'll be called something like how to complete gigs successfully, how to make sure that what you are doing, how you're communicating with the buyer, what kind of services you are providing, and how you are providing them is to a really high standard. We've got a great guest speaker that's going to come on and deliver some insights. So thank you all for joining. I really appreciate it. I hope I haven't spoken too much, but I was really keen to speak today to this small group. I like that it's small. Some of our events are very large with hundreds and hundreds of people. Having a small group is not so bad. Email me anytime. Make sure you're good to each other. If you are not in the club already, please join. It's a great place to continue the conversations like these. And we'll see you on the 13th of September, same time, 9 a.m. Our events are always at 9 a.m. Great way to start the day. And we'll talk soon. Goodbye, all.
Okay,
Thanks.
Goodbye. Thank you very much for sharing information.
That's my pleasure. See you.
See you.